now that the E3 conference has wound down, we think it's time to take a deep breath and take stock of all the new info that's emerged during the show. With that in mind, here is your AppSpy news wrap-up. When the curtain fell on episode 5 of Telltale's interactive zombie drama The Walking Dead, many of us felt that we'd experienced something rare and special. Telltale's coders were borne high on the shoulders of gamers everywhere, and subsequently promised us another season's worth of harrowing survival gameplay and heartbreaking decisions. What they didn't tell us is that they were secretly working on an additional DLC episode to accompany the first series. However, at E3 this week, Telltale unveiled the first trailer for The Walking Dead 400 Days. As you can see from the footage, this episode moves away from the trials and tribulations of Lee and Clementine to focus on a brand new set of characters. In fact, we've been promised 5 new individual stories in a single DLC package. Obviously, we're stoked to have something to tide us over until Season 2 begins in earnest. We don't have a release date yet, but we do know it's due to stagger onto iOS soon. Not so much staggering as screeching onto the App Store this summer, we have Asphalt 8 Airborne. The first trailer shows that the mobile racer's trademark good looks are still intact. However, it's the newly incorporated stunt options that have our attention. You see, thanks to a new physics engine, you'll be able to launch your supercharged racer off the tarmac and into the air, where you can perform gnarly spins and flips. Social gamers can take advantage of both synchronous and asynchronous multiplayer modes and try out the new Gate Drift and Infected game types. It'll cost you 99 cents and is expected to go live in the next couple of months. While iOS gamers have been able to enjoy Trials-esque games like Bike Baron and Joe Danger, we've never had access to the real deal before. However, all that is set to change next year, with the release of Redlynx's Trials Frontier. Yep, the series is finally set to backflip onto mobiles, complete with a new cartoony visual style. There's even a single-player story to trick your way through. It's arriving alongside console release Trials Fusion, both of which should crash onto digital devices in 2014. We love Trials, whatever platform it's on, so we can't wait. Finally today, in addition to announcing Deus Ex The Fall, see last week's roundup for more on that bombshell, Square Enix lifted the veil on action horror RPG Bloodmasque. Set in an alternative Paris where vampires walk the streets with impunity, you must grab the nearest pointy thing and go all Buffy on their undead asses. Though the gameplay looks decidedly familiar, Infinity Blade, Squeenix has tried to spice things up by allowing you to photograph your own face and then stick it onto your avatar. You can even give your digital doppelganger a range of combat expressions by snapping more than one image. Whether this visual gimmick is the only trick in Bloodmasque's dusty, blood-streaked book remains to be seen. Which we will, when it's released this summer. That's about it for this week, but do head over to appspy.com to keep up to speed with all the latest developments in iOS gaming. To push our news and reviews videos to your feed, just click the subscribe link. You can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter, so, do that, if you like. I'm off to practice Trials till I forget how to walk, but same time next week, yeah? Awesome. See you then. This has been James with appspy.com. We review, you decide.